Unit Foundation Mobile Library visit AL-NURR Islamic Institute for helping the students to read and talk about the books. Unit Foundation in partnership with U.S. Embassy in the Gambia. Unit Foundations are here to help the student, to inspire them and speaking in terms of English, and they help the students to speak in public.
Under Unit Foundation. Unit Foundation, the Gambia, is a charitable organization that works with young people. We work with women and children. The project Mobile Library started in 2020, and the essence is to increase the culture of reading, especially among students. Because, as you all know, looking at what written in our banner here, the more you read, the more things you will know. We've realized that culture of reading is something that is dwindling in the school system. More of the time, students are more in tune when it comes to playing with their gadgets, playing on phone, watching YouTube, and all those things. So we want to bring out the culture of reading. And the only way to do that is through the mobile library. We have various schools that we engage with. One of those schools happen to be you, right? The Islamic INSTITUte, which we've been engaging you for some time now. How many sections have we had with you? Can anybody remember?
How many sections?
How many sections? Three sections. Okay. So we've been engaging you to give you the opportunity to borrow books from us to read, and then thereby developing that culture, helping you to build that confidence to read. And why we're back here today is to get a form of feedback from you as to know how the book have benefited you. What changes, what benefits have you derived? We're also going to allow you to share stories from the books that you've read. We told you earlier on, the first day we engaged with you, that the essence is, one, we're helping you to read. Another thing, we're also building that confidence in you to be able to speak in public, to speak among your peers. And that's why we're going to be calling some of you to come and narrate the stories of what you've read, or tell us, share ideas to how the books have helped you to excel in the academic and your life. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I understand that some of you have already spoken. For those of you who have not, we're still going to give you the opportunity to talk. Is that okay? And now we're being recorded, so we're on video now. So most likely that some of you who have shared of the stories that you've read are still going to be given another opportunity to do that. Okay? So let's have someone come.
I wanna say something about the book. It's very important. The book called Ibn Khaldun, and the book is carrying two things. The first thing is the note, and the second thing is the drawing. And the person who write the note, his name is Fatima Sharafuddin, and who do the drawing, his name is Hassan. And the book is talking about Ibn Khaldun. Ibn Khaldun, his real name is Abdul Rahman. He born in Tunis, 1343, from a rich family and a knowledge family, and also a disciplined family. And Ibn Khaldun, this guy, he was teaching in Tunis, in Misra, and also in Cairo. He was teaching what we call falsafa, and also ilm al-mantiq, and also riyadiyat. He was teaching this subject, and he memorized Quran on his mom. His mom was teaching him Quran after he memorized it, and his father also was a teacher, and his grandfathers were politicians, and he also. He was a politician, and also a farmer, and also a businessman. He carried all these things at the same time. And the book, he separated the knowledge into two types. The first one is what we call al-aqli, or al-naqli. Al-naqli, that is the knowledge that we take it from the Quran and the Sunnah. And the aqli is the knowledge that we take it from your own mind, your own brain. You think and bring it up for people to, to benefit from you. And he lastly, he died in Misra, 1443. This is I have been a short way to say to mobile library. Wassalamu alaikum.
My name is Maria. The book I took was Animal Farm, and it was written by George Orwell, and it was published in England on 17 August 1945. The story they tell was animal farms which rebel against their human farmer, and they were hoping to create a social which they can all be equal and happy and free. And the leader was, the head of the animals was a pig which was 12 years old, and I don't know much about their story, but I think it's okay to stop it from here. That's the only thing I understand.
I understand you guys are next.
My name is Sheikh Ismail, and I read the same book, Animal Farm, and it was written by George Orwell. And this Animal Farm, it talk about animals, but he really want to teach people how to run government, and he take that thing to look at the animals, how they used to live, and he used this story as a big story to show people how to run their government. And really, I don't read the book much because we are in exam, but I know the book is very benefit, and it was written by George Orwell, and it's talk about the animal farm, and it teach people to how to run a government.
My name is Mohamed Kamara. I read the same book with these two people are this Animal Farm, and they already talk about the one who wrote the book and everything. So what I'm talking about is just the story in the book. The story is about two pigs. It's about pigs and animals which have control of their farm. So before they were with their owner. The owner was not very interested about their farm. He always drink alcohol, always sleep, and he's not very interested about the animals. So one day the pigs say that they should have a revolution to take the owner out from the farm. So they have already done the plan. So one day they just have their revolution and then take the leader out, take the owner of the farm out. So they become the leader. So there's two pigs. The two pigs become the leader. So when they become the leader, they always do what is better. So the first one always defend. The first one always defend. That is the elder. And the second one always say that they should report to the other animals so that they can also have a revolution and then be free. So they keep on going that way, and the owner went to his friend and then speak with them about what happened with his animal that they took a revolution. So they should come back and take the farm from them. So the owner came to the farm and then they have fight with the animals, but the animals have win. So after the animal winning, the elder pig said that always they should defend because the owner is gonna come and another time so that they're gonna fight them for a second time. And the younger one said that they should report the other animal so that the other animal will be free. So they don't have an understanding. And then one day the smaller ones decided to go and they never see him again. And after one night, the place where the farmers, where the animals were living was destroyed. So in the morning, the elder pig said that it was the youngest pig that come in the night and then destroy everything. So they should gather together and then go on Friday. So in the morning they all together and then went. That is chapter 6. But I didn't read the chapter 7, so I'll stop at the chapter 6.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Abubakar Kundara, and I'm also known as in this Mahad as Mufti. So I'm here to about the unique mobile library Yeah, as you all know, they've came here and make some changes in us. MashaAllah, the book I took was The Common Mistakes Advocate and How to Avoid Them. The book was written by Dries and was written by Les Dries. And this book, I brought the book alongside me to show you guys how beneficial it is. So you can recognize the book anytime you see it, you'll be able to grab it and benefit from it. And the book was talking about the common mistakes that we made when we are speaking to each other on text message we do. Okay, you know, these are things that we always do, usual. And the book was very benefit to me because I've written many things in it. I've known many things that I've ever known before. And mashallah, as life goes on, it will get more clear. Like the mobile library said, the more you read, the more things you will know. And this library, I'm here to thank them for what they did. They did a very great job for us. Before, we didn't know something like this. They are the first people that came into this market and show you these changes. For me, I would love to continue with them. Inshallah, we were in exam, that's why we didn't focus much about them. But now, alhamdulillah, we are done with our exams. Maybe we should go, every single person, for if you want to benefit more, maybe you can visit at Fajara and benefit more. Yeah, for me, I would like to continue with them because the more things you read, the more things you will know. That's the it's a fact, and they've proven it because the book they have given us, we are benefit on it. Yeah, we were benefited on the books, and this all I have for you guys. For you guys, maybe I would last suggestion. You will look for this book and read from it. It will help you to speak in public. And also, if you want to avoid mistakes, you should have confidence. Like you should behave like those who are students, you are more than them. That's the only way. There's nothing more than that. Okay, thank you guys for your attention.
They're trying to teach you guys the importance of reading, but then they don't necessarily have to teach you guys the importance of reading. If you know how to read, then nobody can do double crossing, one of the main rules. You know how to read, you can get yourself anywhere in the world. You can sit down in one place, but reading a book can take you miles away from the place you are without even taking a step. So the importance of reading is beyond what I could just say. It's beyond what you could think of. You will know a lot of things by reading, and sometimes they don't even need to teach you. If you love reading, you teach yourself. And one of the main things about reading is that the moment you know how to put 2 alphabets to 3 alphabets together, you find yourself in a new place every time. You find yourself thinking about things that you never thought of before. Reading is a form of education that nobody has to force upon you. Like it comes naturally. So I would suggest you guys to read and and do whatever you can to understand and gain whatever is in any book that you see, whether it's lying on the floor or it's in the shelf. So thank you again for giving me this short time to do a speech. I don't think I could say everything that I want to say, but then I implore you guys to read. I implore you guys to study. Reading is a form of study that you do on your own. You don't need someone to tell you have to cram this and this and this. You just need to understand, read, enjoy what you are doing, and then let it flow. So thank you, and then please continue reading. It will help you a lot. It will take you to different places of the world. You don't necessarily have to be there physically to know what is going on there. Thank you. You're welcome.
Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious. My name is Sethi Asise, a grade 11 student in Mahadi Law School, known as Islamic Institute, located in Kanifing South. Today I'm here to talk about the book that I took that was Essential English. The book was talking about grammar, and I have benefited too much in this book, especially some words that we use, especially make some one mistake like when we are using preposition, especially this word like this, at and in. You see people when they want to say they are good at English, they say I'm good in English, and that is wrong. Specifically, I find something like at, when it's specifically used at and you should not use in. And here you can hard people to say I'm good in English, but it's not correct, whatever words at English. And I found that too, that some was like stereo. Some was like their program, when you come bring their programs, you should change the code, especially one like stereo. When the program is remove the lesson and bring stereo. The program is stereo, it's not stereos. But you hear people say, we have too many stadiums in here, and that's wrong. Yeah, and I found out that some words in this year, synonyms, one like candid. Candid mean what? It's another one, it's another meaning for this word. Another one for this being honestful, what is being honest. Yeah, candid. Yes, and that is the thing that I get from this book. And the last thing I want to say is that we should try and improve this, especially so that we can get more Arabic schools. Because we know Arabic students, they are not that strong in English. So I think get more Arabic schools. And that's the thing I have to say. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to speak to you.
My name is Aisha. I'm in grade 10. I'm in grade 11. I'll be talking about the book that I took. The book's name is The Whiskey Box. It talks about insects. It may seem funny when I say insect, but it's not. It talks about insects. Literally, insects live everywhere in the world, everywhere that they literally does. There are almost 500 million insects, and that is more than any other animal in the world. We're talking about types of insects. There are insects that walk by their legs, and there are some that fly, and there are some that crawl, like earthworm. And bees, flies, and ants walk. And there are insects that live in water, but it's not common. It's not common.
We've told you where we are. You understand? We are located here at Fajara, very close to you. So all you need to do is to locate us. Even though you want to continue borrowing book, we can give you that opportunity. And those of you who has already been part of this, we are forming a club. We're going to form a book club in your school. And what that club will do is that we'll be providing you with different kinds of books. You understand? And then you'll be able to read and then give you the opportunity to narrate, share ideas among your club members. And then we'll have somebody who is going to be the leader of the club. Is that okay? Yeah. So we do all this, but we'll communicate to you at the right time. It's most likely that we're going to be taking back those books that if some of you who has not finished reading yours, we can give you time to finish it. Okay? But we've been here how many times? I think 4 times we've been to your school to engage you. I know that you're on exam. You're going to be closing. When are you guys resuming back? On the 6th. 26 February. So if you resume back, hopefully by March, we're going to come back to start engaging you. But it's most likely that we'll give you the opportunity to come to the center where we are to borrow any book of your choice. Is that okay? You can as well register for our remedial classes. We've told you about it. The after school support program is free of charge. You're not required to pay any tuition fee. Okay? It's being supported by the American Embassy and it's free for you to attend 3 times in a week. Even during your break time, your holiday period, if you want, you can still come there and register and attend classes with us. Okay? We have limited space for those in grade 12, but grade 11, 10, 12 to grade 7, there is space. Okay? So do that and then let's work together. We help each other and then to actualize your own academic goal. That's the essence. To help you achieve your academic goals. And hopefully in the future you will replicate the same thing that we're doing. You will do it even much better to better our society. Is that okay? Yes, that's what we are here to do. Okay, thank you.
For more inquiring, visit Learning and Resource Center at Fajara, Batlin Hardin Highway, or call these numbers 2792558, 2792558, 3770458. 377-0458. Reporting by STV. I am Mohammed Samura.